Hey guys, Chris, Ironhead Garage. Well, back to working on the old 55 a little bit. So, on this old girl, I noticed when I jacked the front end up on one side, driver's side or the passenger side, and articulated the car real high, like getting that front wheel maybe 3, 4, 5 inches off the ground, the back quarter panel wanted to almost set on the back wheel. So when I drive into a, say, gas station, you know how they have the ramps, you go in off the street and your car articulates, it's going to almost hit. You guys know I didn't want to cut this trim, and that's one of the problems that you guys have. So the stock shackles, I got one shackle off already. Guess I should have started filming this. They have a notch in them right here. Crawl up underneath here. Got the flashlight up here. So there it is. There's the stock spring perch mount. So when this guy articulates back and forth, it's notched right there. Well, I articulate it as far as it can go, and I put a dot right there. So, what my plan is, I got these from Summit, ALLSTAR lift kit. So they're 1/4 inch thick. And my bolts, the original shackle bolts, are 1/2 inch. Or 5/8 actually, and these are 1/2 inch holes. So I went and got some new bolts, got enough smooth on there for the bushings so it won't damage the bushings. Got grade 8 bolts. So I drilled these to 5/8, the top. So the second hole down would be 3 1/4. That's the stock location of my shackles. So I went down one more and I drilled that. And so that one's 4 1/4. And then this one would be 5 1/4. So I got 2 inches to play with. And I don't think I'm going to use these bottom holes anyway. So what I got going, I'm starting to notch this a little bit. Going to notch it about maybe 1/2 inch. You see my scribe line there. Go back underneath here. And I just bolted them together. Hand tight, that I can work them on the grinder or the belt sander. So if you see up here, I put that on that bolt. Now I'm getting more swing. So when that spring compresses and articulates this perch, it won't hit right here and bind up. So going to grind it out a little bit more, try to get it to that dot there, that hole there. Then I'll know that it articulates back far enough. And I'm not sure if I'm going to cut the bottoms of these off or what, but so that's what I got going on. It's getting a little dirty under here. Driving her a few times. So this, I just been working on the belt sander on here and on the old grinder over there a little bit. So I'm going to work that a little bit more and see how they come out. So I only need one notch on each side for the insides of the shackle. The outside one's clear totally. So I'm going to get back to doing this and see how they come out. Alright. Staging duel. 3rd gear wheelie. Oh yeah, gotta like that. So, got these shackles ground up. Got a nice little radius in there, whatever you want to call it. So, that's what I got going now. Whoops. Grab this guy back there. So, it's just hanging there. And it goes back. I think it's ground far enough. If not, I'm going to have to take some out of this end, hits there now, but hanging there, that spring's got to go all the way down to that hole there. I don't think it's going to articulate enough to hit back there, but I'm going to bolt this up to that third hole there. That's the minimum I can go. That's stock height there, 3 1/4. And this is 4 1/4 and 5 1/4. So I'm going to try the 4 1/4. Get this ass in up another inch. So this bolt here, I'm going to have to get the bottom one on there. It's too long, so I'm going to have to cut some of the threads off of it. But I got to jack this old girl up higher. I'm going to be able to get that spring in there. So I got to change that block setup. I got her on stands now. And try to get this spring down in there. And try to get it in that third hole. And see what the height is. I'll probably put them both on. Oh, this is the see the other side here. It can swing all the way back. It won't hit, so I ain't got to ground them. Just got to ground those two inside ones. All right, well, I'm gonna get this thing jacked up in the air a little higher and get them bolted on. See how it goes. Hope for the best. All right, well, I got her back on the ground now. Well, I put it in that first notch, the 4 1/4 one, the first time, and I jacked it up, and it only brought me up 1/4 inch on here. So I went ahead and you can see I put it on that on the 5 1/4 hole. So that brought me up a 1/2 inch. So moving it 1 inch on here on the shackle only raised my wheel well up 1/4 inch. So I moved it up 2 inches on the shackle and it moved me up a 1/2 inch. So when I articulate the car now, actually show you guys this. So now I got about almost 3 inches, 2 15/16 on each side, and it don't look too bad. Still got a good stance. I did like it a little bit lower, but she still looks pretty good. I got my jack under here, so when I would jack it up, stay working on the front end, jack this car up with one hand. The old 55, she heavy. Got that big old big block in there, 800 pounds. So that's like going over a speed bump with the car. You can see how high that ass in back there raises up when it articulates. So that's like going in a gas station or something. But you can see now I still got clearance. Before it was so close it was almost setting down on there, and I bounced the car and it don't hit. And my shackle's good. I got clearance. It don't bottom out up there where it's notched. And I bounced it real hard, and it don't seem to move any further. It's pretty darn stiff. So I think she's going to be good now. Got to get all the bugs worked out of her. That's bug number 2. So we'll call this one a win. Good old 55. Got like a big block. Yeah, buddy. Alright, guys. I appreciate you watching. Just been tinkering with her. Working her bugs out. Alright, guys. You guys have a good night. Good day. We'll see you again. Appreciate you.